Hey everyone, welcome back. So today is Thursday. Not a good day in the mining space. We have a big story to talk about, but we're going to get into all that. Plus the markets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, what's going on there. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at the miners, see how they did today. For the most part, they were down. Bitcoin is up a little bit today. And then we got bankruptcy news. So Compute North has filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy in Texas. We'll take a look at that as far as what that entails and who is possibly going to be affected by this. So this is obviously not good news. And as always, you guys know the drill here. I'm investing in the following coins and companies. So if you enjoy this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe. Helps me out tremendously. Gets the video out to more people and helps the channel out, obviously. But I do apologize for not posting a video yesterday. Yesterday I had a problem with my garage door opener, and I spent like 6 hours replacing it. So I had an old unit, had to put in a new unit. That took me a while, so I didn't get a chance to do a video yesterday. So we're getting back in the seat of things today. So the markets, S&P was down 0.84%, Dow Jones was down 0.43%, and the Nasdaq was down 1.37%. So it wasn't a good day. I think Nasdaq is down in the last 3 days here. And looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoin's at 19,427 right now. It is battling with our support/resistance. It's now resistance for us at 19,500. We did surprisingly, I drew this line quite a bit back. This trend line going back to the end, right around November of last year, and we've been kind of looking at the peaks here that we've had, and it is bouncing off of that right now. I don't know what that signifies, whether that's going to be a good sign or a bad sign. But right now, it's still not looking good on the RSI. RSI is at 44 on the daily chart. Last time we were right around here, we were on the 17th of September. We were much higher in price. So price is higher, or price is lower, while the RSI is the same. Not a good sign there. If we look at the 1 hour chart, we did obviously hit a little peak here where we were overbought. Then we've crashed down, and we've kind of bounced off of that a little bit here. But looking at it, if we scroll far enough back, we can see here that the peak back here, or the bottom at least, was at 34. Last time we were right around here. Price was obviously higher than it is now. That's not a good sign. Now looking at the peak up top, we can see here that we are actually possibly, it looks like we are actually higher here. So we're at 62 here. Last time we were, we got to go all the way back here, I think. And we were higher in price then, but we were really close to being right around here. So the price is a little bit higher from that. So I'm still waiting for a reversal pattern where we obviously get price increases while the RSI is either flat or going down. Not seeing that just yet. So we could be in a couple more days of a little bit of a rut where we are trading either sideways or falling further down. I wouldn't be surprised if we fell a little bit more down on Bitcoin. Ethereum is following suit with Bitcoin. It is actually up today 6.6% to 1,327. Bitcoin's obviously up 5% on the day. So that's actually pretty good there. So hopefully we'll get a reversal here in the next couple of days. That would be great. I would love to see that. But right now, the charts just don't look like it. Looking at the peaks here also on it, if we go far enough back, we were up in price on the 1 hour chart. We're still lower here on the RSI is the same. So for that reason, I'm thinking that we're possibly going to be falling down more in Ethereum and Bitcoin in general. All right, so let's take a look at Annie here really quick. Annie was down 3.35% to 54 cents. Argo was down 6.77% to 40 cents. Bit Digital shows flat, $1.24. Bitfarms was down another 5.17% to $1.10. I think they're getting close. They're getting close to the 52-week lows here, it looks like, for Bitfarms. CleanSpark is reaching new 52-week lows every day now in the past couple of days. They're down another 3.07% to $3.16. Cores is getting also close to their 52-week lows. They're down 3.23% to $1.50. DigiHost is down 3.47% to 76 cents. DMG down 3.46% to 20 cents. Greenedge is down 6.07% to $2.01, and they're basically getting new 52-week lows, it looks like. Hive is down 5.02% to $3.97. Hut 8 is down 5.76% to $1.80. Iris Energy is actually up 1% today to $4.04. And Luxfolio is down 14.12% to 5 cents and change. Marathon is down 3.04% to $10.52. and Mawson was down 7.07% to 58 cents, and they continue to get pretty close to their 52-week lows, which looks like was hit 3 days ago. Riot was down 0.47% to $6.34. Soluna is flat at $1.68. They keep getting new 52-week lows here. And Stronghold was down 0.91% to $1.09, and they keep getting new 52-week lows as well. So obviously a challenging market here for the miners, not only for the miners, but the market in general. Obviously, the FOMC had a meeting yesterday. They raised the interest rates another 75 basis points. Obviously, that didn't help the markets at all. Markets fell because of it. So we'll have to see what happens there. Okay, so let's get into Compute North. So crypto mining data center Compute North files for bankruptcy. CEO steps down. So the company's CEO stepped down earlier this month, and its COO will serve as the president. So there's going a little shakeup here in the company. So Compute North, one of the largest operators of crypto mining data centers, filed for bankruptcy and revealed that its CEO stepped down as the rut in cryptocurrency prices weighs on the industry. The company filed for Chapter 11 in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the Southern District of Texas, according to filing. So if we look at what that actually entails, so Chapter 11 bankruptcy allows a company to stay in business and restructure its obligations. So that's actually a good thing. If a company is filing for Chapter 11, opts to propose a reorganization plan, it must be in the best interest of the creditors. If the debtor does not suggest a program, the creditors may propose one instead. Many major corporations, including General Motors, Kmart, have used Chapter 11 bankruptcies as an opportunity to restructure their debts while continuing to do business. Declaring Chapter 11 bankruptcy does not cause a company to shut down. It stays in business and reorganize its assets. So those are all good things. The biggest takeaway from here is, will they be actually able to continue to grow? Or will all those other projects that they have on the books, will that be paused until the restructure happens, or will they be able to do this conjointly where they're restructuring and still continue to grow possibly? So that's one of the questions I have here. And I think we'll probably find out in the coming weeks to come. So the company has initiated voluntary Chapter 11 proceedings to provide the company with opportunity to stabilize its business and implement a comprehensive restructuring process that will enable us to continue servicing our customers and partners and make the necessary investments to achieve our strategic objectives. So I think that kind of answers it right there. I think them saying that they are going to continue obviously servicing their customers and partners and make necessary investments to achieve our strategic objectives. So I'm hoping that this is actually not as bad as it could be for some of the companies that we'll get into here in a little bit. Going down here, Compute North has 4 facilities in U.S., 2 in Texas, and 1 in both South Dakota and Nebraska, according to its website. Some of the company's partners include Marathon Digital, where the Compute North has brought online 40 megawatts of 280 megawatts wind-powered facility at its Upton County in West Texas. So obviously, we got Marathon. We also have Hive in here. We also have a couple other ones. I think Mawson was in there as well. We have also Compass. We have Bit Digital, I believe, in there. Sphere 3D, and another one in there as well that we'll get into. But obviously, Marathon is the big one there. They're trying to get to 23 exahash with using Compute North. So if they're only able to get 40 megawatts, has brought online 40 megawatts of 280 megawatts powered facility at its Upton. So they obviously, that's at least one facility. They have, I think, other facilities as well. Additional deals with Compute North signed include Singapore-based Atlas Mining, Chinese crypto miner The9, BitNile, and Bit Digital as well. And we obviously have Hive in there as well. Let's see here. So if we look at Marathon itself, if they have 280 megawatts for them, that is only 6.8 roughly exahash if we're using the 100 terahash miners to get installed in there. So that would get them to approximately 6.8. That is obviously far short of their 23.3, I think, exahash where they're trying to get to. So as long as Marathon and Compute North can continue to build out, they should be fine. The problem becomes if Compute North is basically paused any investments, anything like that, where they're going to be building out, this is obviously going to hurt Marathon in the long run. Now, this is just speculation on my part, but like I said, we just don't know what's going to happen here. So right now, this is not looking good for Marathon. It's not looking good for Hive either. And there's also, let me see here. This is, Marathon. So Marathon was the other one that I was thinking of. Let's see here. There it is. So Compute North has now energized 40 megawatts of 280 megawatt wind powered. So they only have 40 megawatts currently out of 280 that they're supposed to get to. But this was published back in August. So maybe they got a little bit more out of that. Because if we look at only the 40 megawatts, that's going to have a huge impact on it, obviously. So we got to go 0.04 to get to 40 megawatts, and that is basically just 1 exahash. So I think they have more than that already, because they reported, Marathon, that they are at 3 point something exahash right now. So I believe they are close to that 280 megawatts, or at least halfway there possibly. Because Marathon, if we look at it, Marathon reported here that they are at currently, where are we at here? At 3.2 exahash right now. And I believe most of that is, most of that is with Compute North. So that's obviously not a good sign for them. So we got Marathon, obviously, possibility. Mawson also has signed with them. We can see it down here. Mawson currently operates its flagship facilities in Washington County, Georgia, and a co-location facility with Compute North in Nebraska. Don't know how much they have with them. And let me see. Yeah, it doesn't state how much they actually have with Compute North. But we could probably find that out looking through some of the other press releases from Mawson. Excuse me. And then we also have Hive. So Hive, we are also announcing that Hive has entered into a letter of intent with Compute North to host 100 megawatts of mining capacity in one of their new Texas renewable energy data centers facilities. The facility would be the first mining operations in the United States. And this was basically for all of their ASIC Intel miners that they're building for their own purposes. This was supposed to come online, I believe, at the end of possibly Q4 of this year and into Q1 of next year, if my memory serves me correct. But that is obviously something that may be pushed out, or if that happens, I think they could also go to maybe Core Scientific, see if Core would be able to help them out. I think they're trying to get it, let's see, install would be expected to increase to 95% in our aggregate Bitcoin mining hash rate from 1.9. So what does it say here? It doesn't say how much they bought in here. They haven't provided that information. So 100 megawatts. 100 megawatts would be, how much would that be for them? That would be 0.1. So that's basically 2.4 exahash for Hive that might be on the line here with Compute North. And then we obviously have Compass Mining. Compass, we don't cover them, but obviously they also partnered with Compute North in Texas for 75 megawatts. So that would give them, how much would that give them? Let's see here. 0.075. 75, nope, did that wrong. There we go. 75 megawatts. So that's about 8.2 exahash if we're using 100 terahash miners for. That's for Compass. And then we also have Btbt. Btbt is down here. Compute North facility in Nebraska and Texas currently provide approximately 20 megawatts to power our miners. Our overall expected hosting capacity with Compute North is approximately 48 megawatts. Compute North expects to deliver the remaining approximately 28 megawatts of anticipated hosting capacity to us in Q3 and Q4. So hopefully that happened, at least partially happened for Btbt. But I think the remaining was supposed to happen in Q4. So that's also not good news for Btbt as well. And you also have Sphere 3D, which has contracted with Compute North as well. We secured hosting space with Compute North, the leader in sustainable large-scale computing infrastructure. So you got also Sphere in here, and this was from July that I was able to find this. So I was just trying to Google Compute North and some of the miners to see if I can pull up some information as far as who's actually working with them, and this is what we were able to come up with. So this is obviously not good news, but we will obviously have to see how it all plays out. And if Compute North is able to continue they're going to be able to continue their operations, but are they going to be able to continue their expansion, bringing on more data centers online for all these customers? That's the big thing. And then obviously with them filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy, they're basically vendors and debtors that they owe money to, maybe a little bit reluctant to provide them with build outs or whatever they need. So that could be also a possibility of a problem there. They may have to find other other avenues for finding vendors for different components and things like that, which could be a headache of its own. So that's it. I just want to provide that to you guys. So we'll have to see, obviously, what Mara does, Hive, Moss, and Compass, BitDigital, Sphere 3D, and anybody else that's involved in this. Obviously, some of the companies could go to Core Scientific or to another one that's out there, but that's obviously going to be a little time-consuming, I think, and I think we'll get more clarity as time goes by, unfortunately. So we just got to hold off to see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised, obviously, if Marathon, Hive, some of the other companies as well tomorrow go down a little bit from this news, but we'll have to see if they provide any information themselves on it, what they're going to be doing. So obviously, not good news. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, helps me out tremendously, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.